Hi guys, just having fun with the 7-segment display here. Before we start, I'd like to thank all of you guys for posting the comments. There's some really cool ideas there, so I really enjoy hearing from you guys, so please keep them coming. Thank you. So inside one of these 7-segment displays are nothing but a whole bunch of discrete little LEDs. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you count the decimal point. Simple LEDs in there, basically something like this. So each one of these is an actual LED. They have the same common anode. They have the same common positive coming in, and depending which one of these LEDs you want to light up, you put a negative on this side. If you remember from the last video, I named them, so maybe I could put this over here. So there's nothing magical about them. They're just 8 LEDs that shares a common positive side, and you could still control which one segment you want to light up by putting the negative here. So if I take D coming out of here, that will make a letter A. So let's see which one is D. So D is the second one. I'm going to take this one out, and sure enough, it looked like letter A. But what about these other 2 digits? Well, they're pretty much the same, and these are actually connected to those. So the A are connected to that A, and the B is connected to that B, and so on and so forth. You guys get the idea. G and H are exactly the same, and you repeat them on this side too. And that's how they managed to get 24 LEDs in this display and not have to have 48 wires coming out of these displays. So the common anode are these 3 pins here, and those are the orange wires directly connected to 3 of the Arduino pins, and the remaining of them are these segments, which are common. So there are only 8 of these instead of a whole bunch of them, and on each of them I put a 220 ohm current limiting resistor. Those are these guys right here. So 8 resistors through these blue wires going also into the Arduino. So that's only 8 plus 3 wires, 11 pins on the Arduino controlling 24 LEDs. Pretty cool, huh? As some of you mentioned in the comments, we can't possibly drive all these LEDs directly using just an Arduino. We will need a shift register or an I/O expander. However, for now, this Arduino can handle the 11 pins just fine. So let's start with that. So let's set up some constants to represent the pins that we use to connect the segments and digits. We'll set up those pins as output pins, and let's create a function to draw the letter F. To draw an F, we need to set the segments A, F, G, and E to on, and the rest of them B, C, D, H should be off. And once we get the segments to be set up the way we want it, we just need to decide which digit we want that segment pattern to display at. And to do that, we just need to put a plus in one of these digit selection. So let's upload this. Voila! But how about the other digits? We'll set up more segment patterns, one for the letter U and one for the letter N, and we'll call them just the same in the main loop. And let's see what that looks like. As I mentioned before, we will need the help of some shift registers to drive a lot more displays. But the principle remains the same. We would set the desired pattern for, let's say, this character here. So let's say we want to display a 7, so we'll enable those 3 segments, and then we put in the positive 5 volts just for this particular digit. And so that 7 will show up here, and it will not show up anywhere else because that's the only one that has a positive. And then we go set up the pattern for the next digit. Let's say it's a 6. So we'll turn on all those segments, and then we'll give the positive for that particular digit. And we do this over and over again until we got all of them done. And this happens so fast that our eyes do not notice the flicker. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.